So I think this is a good test case in some instances. So let me just right off the bat say that I hold to an eternal conscious punishment perspective. That is one that I have looked into and found that to be the perspective that I advocate for. However, I think in this particular case, what has happened is a lot of people have grown up on eternal conscious punishment, or eternal conscious torment, it's sometimes referred to, and that's their default position, and have failed to realize that there is a perspective out there. And to give Kirk the benefit of the doubt, of whom I know personally, and have actually done a program with him recently, what he said was not necessarily that he rejected ECT, eternal conscious torment, but that he was looking into, he was reading guys like Fudge and FF Bruce and John Stott, and was finding that there was a whole form of argumentation that he hadn't explored because he'd just never been exposed to it, and that there was a biblical case for that. And I actually think that there's merit to that, insofar as I think a lot of people assume that there's only one position, and often don't understand what it's sometimes referred to as conditional immortality position is from the biblical position. So I have a friend, his name is Chris Date. He runs an organization called Rethinking Hell. And he's very purposeful in saying, this isn't a denial of hell. We believe in hell. We just believe that the second death language is what is actually being referred to there, and that the reprobate are not resurrected to eternal life in the same way that those who are redeemed are, that they have a resurrected finite body, not a glorified body, and that in the feeling of the wrath of God, they will cease to bear the image of God and be annihilated at a certain point in time. And so I think what I've found interesting in the reaction to that particular position that Kirk articulated is an exposure that a lot of Christians may not actually understand the diversity within the Christian thought on topics like